Hi, I'm Kay.
Hi, I'm Elena.
And we are from
The Immigration People. In today's video, Kay and I are going to debunk some of the commonly heard myths circulating Singapore PR and citizenship applications. Today's video was actually inspired by the clients we have held before, the stories we have heard, and also cases we have personally seen. Hence, we do not wish that you become one of the prey of these marketing gimmicks. First of all, the Singapore immigration sector is not regulated by any government bodies or statutory boards. So unlike the financial services sector, where it's regulated by the Monetary Authority of Singapore or employment agencies that's regulated by the Ministry of Manpower, we are not regulated by the Immigration Checkpoints Authority. This is why we have to be very careful and even more self-disciplined, when we present our services to clients.
It is understandable that some company will have the whole promotions and use some marketing gimmick in order to generate more sales. However, because the industry is not regulated and there isn't any rules to follow, so we have to be more careful planning our sales and marketing content. So, Elena, would you like to share, some of the common claims? Yeah.
I think the most obvious, and it's everywhere over the internet, is that you may see companies claiming to have 90% success rate or the highest number of approvals for their own PR and citizenship clients. But are all these claims backed by statistics, proof, or any evidence? Actually, it's very, very hard to prove.
Yeah, the reason why we say that 99% is impossible is that ICA statistic, every year there are about 100,000 application filed, but only 32,000 approval. So we understand the ICA statistic is 30%, and they're claiming like threefold the success rate. So we understand that this is quite impossible to achieve.
Let us break it down further for you. And the first topic we're going to talk about would be transparency.
So what do you mean by transparency?
Yes, in fact, we have a case study to share. One of our clients who approached us shared with us his or her experience with another immigration firm. And he claimed that the immigration firm refused to let him review the service agreement before engaging the service. But what the consultant claimed is for him to actually make payment first, then he can review the contract. Okay, does this make sense to you?
No, of course it doesn't make sense. And another point that I would like to share is definitely price. In terms of pricing transparency, we know that there are some company will be pushing the client to make the decisions, and entice them with 50% or 20% limited time promotions. Yeah, so we think that because there's no rules to follow, there's no pricing available, right? So there are people who are marking up the price and pressurize the client to sign up that day itself.
So in such situation, Kay, how would you usually advise your client what to do?
Normally, I would advise my client to shop around because it's important to choose the best partner, as this is not a $1 or $2 investment, this is a few $1,000 investment. By speaking to more consultants, you will understand how each company are different in terms of pricing, and always, insist to take a look at the service agreement first, so you will understand the scope of services, before making an informed decision.
Exactly. So don't always just jump the gun, and look for the best price or the best deal, because we're talking about your PR and citizenship status here. So, you rather look for a trustworthy company, a reliable consultant who you're comfortable with, so your investment eventually pays off. What's the point of saving that $100-$200 when, you're talking about your PR and citizenship in Singapore?
In fact, at the Immigration People, we always encourage clients to meet up with us for a free consultations to understand what type of services that we provide for our clients, and we always send across an agreement for their consideration with no obligations. So in this way, our client will get to know more about our pricing and how we are different from the rest before making a decision.
In fact, this is how we actually build long-lasting, trusting relationships with our clients and having more than 80% of our client base through a word-of-mouth recommendation.
The second topic will be overpromising of success rate. There are many companies out there claims that they have 80%, 90%, even 99% success rate. But Elena, honestly, right, how true it can be.
Yes, actually, it's really based from our experience, it's really not feasible for a company to actually keep track of success rates. Two main reasons. First of all, clients, when they submit their applications to the immigration authorities, different applications take different duration to process. For example, I have a client who got approved for his PR in 2 months' time. But at the same time, I have helped an Indonesian family of 4 getting their PRs approved only after 2 years. So how am I going to track the success rate for these 2 clients within a span of 1 year when majority of the cases are actually still pending?
And not to forget, right, when a company, access your SingPass, we only access solely for the purpose of filing your PR application. We can never obtain your OTP anymore after the submission. So, only our clients know their results, and it's really up to them whether do they want to tell us, do they want to share with us the results. So it's actually not feasible for a company to track success rate. So Elena, how do you normally advise your client?
Yeah, first of all, I always tell my clients, do not follow or listen blindly just because this is something that you will want to hear. Because when sometimes things seem too good to be true, it probably is. So ask the consultant, what makes you think that I have 90% success rate? What justifies this 90%? Secondly, seek for more opinions. If this consultant claims that you have 90%, does all the other 5 agencies claim the same thing? Or are people telling you different things? It's very important for you to identify whether the consultant is responsible and knowledgeable. Is he or she able to answer all your questions pertaining to Singapore immigration? Or, do they just sound like they are blindly following a sales pitch?
That's right. Actually, it's very important. At the immigration people, what we normally practice is we'll be able to give our client a really honest feedback about their real chances of approval after evaluating based on the top 12 factors, if you remember our series, that influence the PR application. So based on that, right, we truly give a client a very honest feedback about their real chances. In fact, the benefit that our clients get is that they don't end up having false expectations, and they will not meet a very pushy sales consultant that push them just based on a false success rate. Yes, in fact, I have a story to share. There was this S-Pass holder clients come to me after evaluating his profile. So my advice to him is that, at the moment, there's nothing much we could do. So best, you do not apply because family members is not here and he's not in the right industry as well. And the quota for his origin is quite low as well. So he has went to many other places, some company promising him of 90%, some 99%. But the moment he come to me, and my advice to him is that, maybe you should not apply at this moment. So you should save your money. If you really want to make an attempt, why don't you do it yourself? So I think this is very important for our clients.
That's right. So don't fall into, pushy sales gimmicks or, claims that, the consultants say just to get you to sign up on the day itself. It's such a big decision. So why not take more time to think over it? At the end of the day, an informed decision is actually your best investment.
Now, the third and the last topic will be misleading advertisement. You often see some Google campaign saying that, they have ex-ICA officer handling your case and they are number 1 in industry, right? And they are the best, all these are false marketing. We understand that, as an ICA officer, if you came out from ICA, you're not supposed to review that, you're ex-ICA officer, you know the policy. So it's important to also find out, which department they're in. So because there are many departments, some might be stamping onto the passport, they have no idea about the policy at all. Yeah.
Actually, how Kay and I know about this is because we have actually worked with an ex-ICA officer before, and he is actually really private about, where he came from, his experience at ICA. Of course, he can share with us some of the cases that he has seen, but the confidential information on how the government really does the intricate selection process of candidates, there's a lot of information he's unable to share with us. So again, it's not that it is untrue that an ICA officer is handling your case, but have to find out which department he or she is from, so he or she has the actual knowledge that's relevant to your application.
And our advice to the client will be, the moment you hear ex-ICA officer, try to understand more about his background, which, department he's from. You might want to use some tough questions to test your knowledge, right? Okay, so in order for you to really understand that, does this ex-ICA officer has knowledge about the process? Yeah.
And the other thing would be like ongoing discounts and promotions, so to entice you to sign up today. But actually, Kay, if you see an advertisement with an existing discount, 6 months later you go back, right? I think the discount is still there. Yeah. So is it an evergreen discount that's ongoing, or might as well they just, put their price lower? Yeah.
Yes. So our advice to the client will be, try to do a lot more comparison across different company, and you understand that the average price in the industry is as such. And by them marking up the price and pulling it down, it just simply doesn't make sense.
That's right. Then it comes back to the question again, how transparent is this company with their pricing? At the Immigration People, our pricing remains upfront and consistent throughout the year. We do not promote discounts on our website so that clients actually get caught up into emotional buying, or they think that, oh, I must buy today in order to get the discount.
On top of that, we ensure that the client do not overpay, and the client are really paying for the value of the service that we provide, and it truly reflects the effort that we put in for our clients.
And this is what we wanted to share with you today. We hope that this content is really helpful and informative to you. Do not forget to tag your expat friend whom you feel may also benefit from this information.
Do remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook for weekly updates on Singapore immigration matters. We'll see you soon!